Have you ever read a poem and wondered who wrote these words, what being, hope, or memory gave birth to them? Today, I just don't want to share my poems with you. I want to share the stories hidden behind them because every poem has a story and every story has an emotion waiting to be understood. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are here for the first time, my name is Juneta, and this little corner of the internet is where I keep my thoughts, emotions, and stories in the form of poetry. I didn't start writing because I wanted to become a poet. I started writing because sometimes feelings become too heavy to be carried, and words become the only place where they can rest. Some poems were born from my own experience, some were inspired by people around me, and some were written for the voices that often goes unheard. Today I want to take you behind the scenes of my poetry. People often ask me, why poetry? Why not simply say what you feel? And honestly, I don't have an answer to it. Maybe because poetry allows emotions to breathe. Maybe because a few lines can say what paragraphs cannot. Or maybe because some feelings are too delicate to be explained directly. Poetry doesn't just tell a story, it lets you feel it. And that is what I love the most. So there is one of my poem that talks about a woman who chooses her dreams. Not because she doesn't value her family, not because she wanted to become a rebel, but because she wants the freedom to become who she truly is. When I wrote those lines, I wasn't writing about just one woman. I was writing about many women out there. Women who are constantly asked when they will settle down. Women whose dreams are often treated as optional. Women who are expected to sacrifice first and question later. And I wanted them to know that dreams matter too. Their voices matter too. Their story deserves to be heard. I would like to recite one of those poems here. अपने सपने मुकम्मल करने चली है वो, हौसले और साहस से भी भरी है वो, ऐसा ना था कि घर संभाल न सकी वो, फिर भी नकारी गई है। For me, poetry isn't about perfect words, it's about honest words. Sometimes a poem takes hours to write, sometimes it arrives in a single moment. But every poem begins with a feeling that refuses to stay silent. I think that's why poetry connects people, because emotions may be different, but the experience of feeling them is universal. If you have ever felt misunderstood, if you have ever struggled to put your feelings into words, if you have ever carried emotions that no one seemed to notice, I hope you know that you are not alone. Maybe that's the real purpose of poetry, not to impress people, but to remind them that someone understands. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Thank you for listening not just to my words, but the emotions behind them. If any line resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy poetry, storytelling, and conversations from the heart, consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, take care of your health and keep finding beauty in the words. Thank you.